Okay, I've been playing around with my cockpit configuration, and I'll come back to James Bond's favourite place, Nassau, to try it out. Let's just have a bit of a look at it, because it's such a lovely looking place. Gear up, flaps up, okie dokie. Mike India Golf 1. Mike India Golf 1. Sometimes the voice control computer just doesn't want to listen to me. Look at that. Why wouldn't you want to fly around here? Incredible colours. Okay, back to the cockpit. So, let's have a look what I've done. Yep. You'll see I've turned the traditional display, which I know this aircraft doesn't have, but after flying around it for a couple of weeks, decided to go glass cockpit on the main display. Now, things like the VSI on the right, you'll see, especially, and here's my excuse when I'm doing all this, looking out the window and taking pictures and talking, I've really got to keep an eye on my vertical speed. So I've got a little tick mark at 500 feet, and then if it's off the scale, it's beyond 1,000 feet vertical descent. And of course, the keeping it under 500 feet is good for landing. Now, Mike India Golf 1. Okay. And my attitude indicator now is very clear. It's very big. Digital and vertical stripe on the left. And here's a cool one. Watch what happens when I slow down, pull back on the stick. I get a very bright stall warning popping out at me. Cool. And below that, I've got a green light which indicates when the autopilot's engaged. Now you notice I'm in a very 80 knots, nose down, full left rudder. I cannot make this aircraft spin, which may be something I'll rectify later. I think it should be able to spin. And certainly if I fly like IL-2 at Cliffs of Dover, I'm spinning all the damn time. This is basically a straight-winged aircraft. I know it's a trainer. And no matter what I do, you'll see ridiculous things here. I'm now way below stall speed. I've got full right rudder, and it still won't spin, which is very sedate. Anyway, that's okay. Not a spinner, apparently, at the moment anyway. So, around the rest of the cockpit, so I've moved my directional information over to the left. Transponder there. Everything you need to take off is here. Parking brakes, landing lights, gear, anti-skid. I've got a temperature readout here with anti-ice and pitot heat next to it. And I've turned that back on in the game, although I'm not flying to cold places. Although that, with the World Tour, that could change on the very next flight. What else? On the right, autopilot information and time. Once again, a backup indicator there to show that the autopilot's engaged. Position, some engine readouts. There's not a lot of engine data you can pull from sim dashboard. Down the bottom, I've got engine controls, which enable me actually to do a full startup from cold, which I'm very happy about now. Some electrical readouts, fuel stuff on the right down here, and my Elgato Stream Deck is pretty well. It's starting to function as an autopilot anyway. So if I push that, engages the autopilot, and if I on a particular, let's disengage it. If I push the heading up here, you'll see actual heading is 330, and it's just fed that into the autopilot. Now I click autopilot on, and it's going to keep steering to that heading, which is really useful. I can come down here. Actually, I've got to move that little. We can't see my hand anyway. My hand's coming down here and changing the heading. The aircraft is responding accordingly. So it's a start. It's a good start. Now I'm going to use the hot as disengage autopilot. So there we go. And of course radios, which I'm not playing with much at the moment because of these very short flights. I'm letting the ATC dialogue here do it for me. For example, let's see if it works. Channel 1, and yep, it's tuned into the appropriate frequency down here. Cool. Let's try. What am I doing? Channel 2. Channel 2. Channel 1. So doing channel 1. Channel 1. So it's done like 4 frequency changes for me now, just using voice command, which frankly I find very convenient rather than playing with these knobs. I know it's something you really have to do in real aircraft. But I'm also looking at guys have created digital tuning programs for the Stream Deck. So if you click on COM1 and hold it, you'll go into a keypad where you can just type in the frequency very quickly. So that kind of thing we'll be looking at in the future. You can see I've got a little window down there showing what I'm seeing out the window. Let's go back to my normal view, which is that. Yeah. And let's land here, I think. So actually, can I get them both on the screen for you? Yeah. So actually, I might do a touch and go. If I can get the gear down, but I probably can't. Not quick enough. No. Doesn't matter. I'm going to show you the vertical speed indicator. Anyway, you've got the idea of it. So just making my little scenic jaunts in this lovely aircraft a bit easier and a bit more interactive, where I can actually start and stop the engines down here. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.